Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review, another one from the house of Atelier Cologne called Vanille Insensee. This one is a woody unisex fragrance, came out in 2011. Notes include top notes of coriander, lime, and citron, middle notes of vetiver, jasmine, and oak moss, and in the base, vanille, oak, and amber. And I did use up my decant already, a couple of wearings at work. And I'm on vacation this week, so I went ahead and just finished it off so I could get more feel for it and do my review. I didn't really want to wear this one to work anymore. It's not really something I'm too crazy about. It reminds me quite a bit, actually, of Imaginary Author's Memoirs of a Trespasser, if you've heard of that one or tried it from that Imaginary Author's fragrance house. Very similar effect to my nose. I think it's that Madagascar vanilla note they use. It has like a dry, bittersweet, almost cocoa-like smell to it, with like an ashy, smoky kind of a feel to it. Um, just not really my thing. Um, what's interesting though is that when people see the title Vanille Insensee, they think, oh, it's an incense and vanilla fragrance. Actually, incense isn't mentioned here, but I can see how some people get sort of an incense-like feel from this one, or patchouli or something, because it is kind of dry and earthy, smoky, like that, but a little bit different, I think, than incense, but in the same vein. If you like fragrances that kind of approach gourmand from an earthy standpoint, with patchouli or whatever. Like I'm thinking along the lines of like Angelman, perhaps. You might want to give this one a try. I think I personally prefer the more traditional vanillas with the woods and the citrus. This one does say lime and citron. I don't really get any kind of a citrus vibe here. Jasmine's mentioned. I don't get florals. Um, it just kind of, smells like a dry, almost, I would say cocoa more than most of these other notes to my nose. So, yeah, another sort of disappointing one for me. Um, I would say this is probably more of a fragrance for people that like vanillas. If you're the type of person that has a top 10 vanilla list or something, yeah, give this one a try because it's a different take on vanilla than you're probably used to. My son Brendan said it smelled like a cupcake to him, and I can kind of see where he was coming from because it does have sort of that gourmand feel to it, in the vein of like a cupcake. Not really a fresh, right out of the oven cupcake, more along the lines of like kind of sitting there for 2 or 3 days, starting to get a little bit crusty and that kind of a feel to it. So let me go ahead and give you a score here. Smell, I'm only going to give this one 5 out of 10. I'm not really big on vanillas. There are a few favorites that I have, like Carlos Santana, Yop Thrill, but this one, it didn't thrill me. But it was okay, but nothing too special. Uniqueness, 7 out of 10. If you haven't smelled it, Memoirs of a Trespasser, this one's probably going to, impress you with uniqueness. Otherwise, it's pretty similar to that one. Projection longevity, I'll give it 7.5 out of 10. Because of that dry, woodsy backdrop, I think it does stick around for a little while. 3 to 5 hours, I think you'll be able to smell it. Versatility, I'll say 6 out of 10. Probably a good one for fall, maybe winter, maybe not so much for the hot weather, and not really something I would see myself wearing very often anyway. Price point, 30 ml, $70, all the way up to 200 ml for 180. I give that about 5 out of 10. It's one of those situations again where they want you to buy the big bottle and then it's way too much juice. Overall, 5 out of 10. Um, I do like tonka beans and some vanillas, but this one, it just didn't quite do it for me. I'm quite happy with tonka bean and traditional vanillas. This one, too dry, ashy, smoky, a little bit strange to my nose. So that's my thoughts on this one. 5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Give me your thoughts if you've given this one a sniff, what you think. I think mostly women are talking about this one on YouTube more so than the guys. I want to hear what the guys think as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.